Hi everybody, my name is Star. Welcome to Home Happenings. I'm happy to have you here with me today. I'll be making my Christmas nut rolls. I make the large nut rolls, not the small ones. So let's get started. First you want to put your yeast in a 1/4 cup of water, and you want to use either 1 cake of yeast or 2 packets equal 1 cake yeast. So you want to get that activated. I'll stir it up a little bit. We'll let that sit. Okay, now you want to, in another bowl, you want to have 2 beaten eggs. A 1/2 cup of shortening or Crisco. One cup of scalded milk. I scald mine in the microwave, but don't let it boil. And then once you take it out, you can just let it cool till it's warm. You don't want it scalding hot when you put it in. Half a cup of sugar. Oh, that was a flour. We need the sugar. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix that. And it'll look like that. It's okay if your Crisco is a little chunky in there. Now you want to add the yeast mixture. Just mix it till it's stirred. My video went off. I had to start it over again. So keep mixing until you get a dough ball like this, where it's not too sticky to touch. You want to just knead it. And I'm going to clean the bowl so I can put some oil in it and let it rise. So hold on. Okay, so we're going to put the dough back in the container after we put some oil down in here. You want to coat it well so it won't get dried out when it's rising. Okay, so we're going to let it rise for at least an hour or doubled in size, and then we'll come back and roll them out. In the meantime, we're going to make the filling for the nut rolls. Turn the heat on. You're going to need 1 cup of melted butter. So 1 cup is equal to 2 sticks. You're going to need 1.5 cups of evaporated milk, and that equals 1 12-ounce can. Um, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. 2 cups of sugar. One, 2. Okay, once the butter and everything is melted, you want to continue to stir so it doesn't get scorched on the bottom. And you want to add ground nuts. These are 2 pounds of walnuts. I put them through a nut grinder, so they're very fine. There's no big chunks or anything like that in them. So you want to add these 2 pounds. It says bring it to a boil, but not for very long. Okay, it doesn't take very long for this to come to a boil. It's already bubbling. So you want to reduce the heat down to low and just simmer it just a little while, maybe 10-15 minutes, and then just put it on a warmer burner because you don't want it to get real thick or dried out. So as soon as the dough rises, then we will roll out some nut rolls. Okay, the dough has doubled in size. See? So we are going to punch it down. Take it out of the bowl. We're just going to stretch it so we can cut the sizes you want for your nut rolls. So, of course, if you want smaller nut rolls, you'll use less dough. I'm going to get 6 maybe out of here. This is a dough cutter. It is awesome. It'll cut your dough, it'll scrape your surface for you, and it's good for picking up vegetables, like a whole bunch, and putting it in the pan. So you got to get one of those. It's a dough cutter. It makes your life easier. So now we'll put these back into the bowl, and we'll get ready to roll them out. Okay, so you want to put some flour on your board, form your dough into a circle. And make sure you roll it out thin. It's not like a pie crust, where you want the pie crust thicker. You don't want these thick. I did that last year and it was a disaster. Not too thin though. Okay. Put your filling on. You want to take it all the way to the edges, almost to the edge. Just like that. Now you roll it up. Start with one edge. I already have my baking sheet covered in parchment paper. And tuck in the ends underneath. And when you put it on the baking sheet, put it with the fold side down. This part down like that, okay? Okay, so once you roll out the nut rolls, you want to put an egg wash on them. Just a little bit of water and some egg whites, and beat them up a little bit. The oven's already preheated to 350. Make sure you cover all the sides. And we'll put them in the oven for 30 minutes or until they're golden brown, and then I'll let you see what they look like when I take them out. So they're out of the oven, and this is what they look like when they're done. It's normal for them to burst at the seams here, just on the outside a little bit. And I have 2 more in the oven. And when they cool, I'll wrap them in a layer of wax paper first and then aluminum foil on the outside, and you can freeze them up to 6 months. That's all for the nut rolls. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, please subscribe and hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you the next time. Stay safe, and God bless you all.